Please remember to post a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell to always get my new travel videos. Happy Tuesday from Laos. Now, if you're wondering what is Laos and where is it, you would not be alone. 4 months ago, I did not know that this was a country. So, back in 1893, a nation called France decided to colonize this country called Laos. But the French, being what they are, decided to put a silent S at the word Lao, which was stuck, and French pronounced it as Lao. And then in the 1960s, the Americans invaded the country next door, which is Vietnam. And they came over here and decided to pronounce it phonetically, as they saw it, which is Laos. They called the country Laos, which is what Americans think this country is called. This country is called Laos. The people call it Laos. It's not called Laos. That's one thing I can tell you. The second thing I can tell you is you'll never get here on a cruise because it's a landlocked country. The third thing you're going to know is that this is one of the poorest countries in Asia. So it's a stark difference from Bangkok, Thailand. So why did I come here? Not really sure yet. The movie Apocalypse Now, you remember that movie by Francis Ford Coppola. Martin Sheen was hunting down William Kurtz, who was played by Marlon Brando. And Martin Sheen took a boat and went up the Mekong River to find Colonel Kurtz and assassinate him eventually at the end of the movie. Well, the Mekong River is that river right in front of me. And where he finally found William Kurtz was in Laos. And that's the story. So that's the most famous thing you're going to know about this country. This is a statue of King Onunavong, who, I hope I pronounced that right. I think he's pretty famous around here. And his statue is a shrine. So he must be pretty famous. The culture of Laos is different than Thailand. It's quite different. Their gods are different, their art is different, and the people look different. So you got to keep that in mind. The second thing is, as I said, it's a major step down from Bangkok, Thailand. As I said, this is one of the poorest countries. One of the things that I learned before I came here is that it's extremely pristine, very, very clean, with extremely polite people. And it's an extremely low cost of living.
To get from Vientiane Airport to the city center, a taxi will cost you about $10 US. US dollar cash is widely accepted. English is widely spoken in hotels, air-conditioned sit-down restaurants and cafes and tourism businesses. To get around Vientiane, you can hire a tuk-tuk for between $2 and $5 US cash for a 30-minute ride. I personally don't recommend public transit for tourists in Vientiane.
So there's a lot of Americans who have come here to retire. As you look at these beautiful flowers and this beautifully decorated fountain, which obviously is not working, you'll note that there's a building over there, and that is the Palace of the President, the Presidential Palace. So they do have a head of state. This is a gorgeous park in Vientiane, which is the national capital. And there's the back of the statue that I showed you. The other thing you'll note is on the other side of the river that I showed you, the Mekong River, is Thailand. As I show you a closer view of the presidential palace, you're probably wondering, why did I come here? I wanted to come here because it's an extremely inexpensive country. It is one of the poorest countries in Asia, if not the poorest. And there's a lot of Americans who actually have moved here for their retirement because their dollar goes a lot farther than it does in America. I sourced out a cell phone that would cost me over $500. It's $136 here. I figured why not just buy the phone here? But that's what I mean. Everything costs less. Food costs less, beer costs less, bottled water costs less. Staying here costs less. The second reason I wanted to come here was that It's a great center for ecotourism. They have wildlife sanctuaries here that are quite pristine, and
Ecotourism is big in Laos. Most hotels in Vientiane offer ecotourism tours which are priced very reasonably and professionally run. Laos is known as the land of 1 million elephants. Elephant sanctuaries are common and available as a day trip from your hotel in Vientiane. Laos is very safe and very friendly. The people are very gentle, polite, and the country is immaculately clean and litter-free.
they also have gorgeous mountains, and the mountains are the source of the Mekong River. So I wanted to learn a little bit about the country, and I wanted to see it for myself. Another interesting thing I found here is that international SIMs don't work real well here. My SIM isn't working very well. It is working intermittently. So if you are here in Laos, buy yourself a SIM card at the airport. They cost $5 and they'll last for 30 days, unlimited data. So that's something I wish I had known when I was at the airport. As I walk up the road and I look at this is a stupa, and I'm looking at it, I'm going, what is that damn stupa doing here?
Please excuse my poor attempt at humor. That damn stupa is an ancient site in Vientiane. Legend says it enshrines a seven-headed serpent which protected Vientiane from invaders. The stupa was once covered in solid gold, but the gold was looted in the 1828 invasion of Vientiane by the Siamese.
And that's exactly what it's called. Look it up on the internet, that damn stupa. I think it must mean something else in the Lao language than what I just said, but that is what this stupa is called. I wasn't kidding about the name, that damn. And this is the American Center. Vientiane, Laos does have a rustic, innocent charm to it. I think that's my hotel in front of me. But it's very safe. It's very inexpensive, and the people are incredibly friendly, and the place is very, very clean. I'm here for one more day, and I'm going to show you a little bit more in my next video. I found my way back to my hotel. It's a 4-star hotel, believe it or not, in this city. Very small city. This is going to be my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, I welcome them, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe, post a like, and hit the notification bell for future videos.